Don't live in Florida, of course, so alligators are not on most of our minds, but a lot of us vacation there. Local 12's Angela Ingram is at the Newport Aquarium tonight, where she talked to an expert about these space vacationers share with these alligators in Florida and many other places, and whether there's a need for greater concern. Angela.
Well, Rob, Newport Aquarium's chief conservation officer says it's primarily because of development. He says more and more people are building in areas where they typically would not build. And for example, think about subdivisions. You knock down a wooded area, you build a subdivision, and you see deer in your neighborhood. Well, he says basically it is the same concept. More people are building where alligators live. At Newport Aquarium, families can admire and learn about alligators in a controlled environment. The tragedy in Orlando is on people's minds, but experts say it's not something that happens often.
Yesterday was a rare event. So that death by alligator is very rare.
Ric Urban is the aquarium's chief conservation officer. He says the American alligator was the first animal on the endangered species list back in the 1960s. 20 years later, they were taken off the list. State and local agencies worked with zoos and aquariums to protect the reptiles, but now there are more frequent run-ins with alligators.
The human-alligator interactions happen on almost a daily basis. American alligator, over the years, the human-alligator interactions has been grown over the years just because of development and the encroachment of people in the environment.
Urban says alligators can be found in almost any body of water, even shallow ones. And he says while the idea that there's a lagoon with alligators so close to humans may seem unreasonable to people here, it's not that uncommon in Florida.
They are very solitary animals, and there's a flight or fight response with a lot of animals that we come encountered with. And American alligators want to get away from us more than they want to be close to us. So they'll move away unless they are cornered and they feel threatened.
And Urban says in general, people in Florida pretty much know that alligators are prevalent. He says the best advice, whether you're a resident of the area or whether you are simply visiting the area, is to be vigilant, especially around bodies of water. Reporting live from Newport tonight, Angela Ingram, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Angela, thanks very much. American alligators are prevalent throughout the southeast, from North Carolina down to Florida, of course, and all the way over to the Texas Gulf Coast.